wise man once said, does life happen to you or for you? If you had told me 20 years ago, at the age of 24, that I'd be standing before a crowd speaking the positive message of change today, I would have laughed and told you, you was a damn lie. That I would be standing in front of the crowd speaking about my past life history, traumas, and dramatizing situations to a group of people. Hopefully, that I can spark a change in one of them to not make the same mistakes and decisions that I have, and to not go through the pain that I went through. I would have never believed you. I would have never believed it. What if I told you that in September 2001, at 20 years old, that I would go to prison for 97 months to the federal penitentiary for cocaine trafficking? My first time ever going to jail in my life. Would you believe me? What if I told you that during that time, as I was doing that bit, that my little 15-year-old brother, Boogie, would hang himself in the attic one day after my 23rd birthday, and one day before Mother's Day 2004. Or 2010, that I would crack a rib in a fight that would puncture my left lung, and my lung would collapse as a result, and I'd almost lose my life at the age of 29. Or that I would go back to prison another 5 years after being home for 5 years and lose my abuela to stomach cancer in 2013. 5 months before my release, I would lose my father, lose my pops from cirrhosis of the liver, and then 2021, crash my brand new Jeep Wrangler through a storefront, lit off of coke and tequila and weed, and wake up in Lakewood emergency room, Lakewood Hospital emergency room, with a neck brace, still drunk and high, with no remorse, the arrogance, the ignorance. Or lose it all for the second time in my life. Then almost lose my mind in the process. What the hell happened? How could this happen? That's what I asked myself. These are only a few of the tragic things that occurred in my life. I never could fathom on my life turning out this way. I was just a good young kid. I mean, skinny little dude from the west side of Cleveland with big dreams to play baseball one day in the majors, who loved participating in arts and theater and writing music. Although I was from the heart of Detroit Avenue, a fairly poor neighborhood back in the 80s on Cleveland's near west side, I had a slight advantage. Being the only child for the first 7 years of my life. So my parents got a head start on stacking a little extra bread to put me through Catholic school. So I had the blueprint early on to succeed. Went to urban community school, St. Wendell and St. Malachi, from the 2nd to the 8th grade. Graduated and then on to Cleveland Central Catholic. My people put me in position to win early. Definitely shaped me to win. When my cousin Earl, who was always a star basketball player, decided he no longer wanted to attend Central Catholic anymore, I lost interest for staying and playing basketball, to which I had gotten into because of I looked up to him and his game. Earl was a major influence on my life early. He taught me and actually taught the whole hood how to hoop at Herman Park every day after school religiously, or in the middle of West 61st or West 70th, back when rollaway hoops was a thing. Every move my older cousin made, I emulated the first 16 years of my life, pretty much. Once we went to public school, John Marshall, we decided to dip into the drug game. See, even though I grew up in the hood, my parents, they kind of kept me sheltered from from a lot of things that most of my peers had already were already up on. I would definitely consider myself a late bloomer. First, weed, then selling crack. Everyone around me was doing it, so I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool to fit in at the time. Not to make a career out of it, but we were young, just to cop new clothes and latest pair of J's and stuff. The normal teenage type stuff. Earl eventually quit after he reached his goal of buying a new car and helping his moms get ahead on some bills. But me, on the other hand, I became quickly infatuated with the game. The fast life became my ultimate high. Now, looking at me upon first glance, walking up here to speak dressed in this fine blue blazer, you wouldn't assume I've been through all of the things that I've been through. All of these different heartaches and pains in my lifetime. Probably not. Probably not. Once again, because I don't carry myself like I have. I, as the old saying we always used to say, I just look like this. I don't wear my troubles on my shoulders. However, never judge a book by its cover. I dress this way purposely because I live a motto. Act as if what I already have and the life that I desire to live is already in fulfillment. The law of attraction. Back in the day, we call it fake it till you make it. But I never was a big fan of that term. So, see, this is the thing. I'm working towards being a big scale motivational speaker. And just because this is a small stage, I'm still treating it as if, let me say it that way, with a little more enthusiasm, as I've already reached my desired goal. And no matter how big the stage, I understand the assignment. See, my purpose is simple. If I can just change the perspective of just two, maybe even three people in this room today to move in the direction of a better way, then my purpose is complete. See, although that the old me is still me, no matter what I choose to wear, I can't cover up my past. It's always going to be in me. I'm here to tell you today that your circumstances are not you. Your clothes are not you. Your toxic environment is not you. Because your light is you. The light that shines within you is you. That's your true self. And it's not in you, it's on you. You may be able to, you may not be able to financially afford the ways that you are used to and once afforded to dress, but don't let that discourage you. Don't let that kill your confidence. I judge a man by his character. I judge a woman by her character, not by her physical attributes or his or her financial statuses. Those things are good, but those things don't define you and your character. Remember, your current situation is only temporary. So don't get frustrated. Naturally, it's going to happen. We all will. But keep the faith. Don't get overwhelmed. And don't go hop back into those old irrational behaviors of immediate gratification. Stay humble. I had to put my pride and ego to the side and be grateful. I'll say that once again. Grateful for my parents and their strong support system. My few true friends and family that still have my back, I'm very grateful for them. After all my stupidity and dumb decisions that I've made. Listen, I ain't been home since I was 17. You think it was easy for me to come home at 43 with nothing? Not at all. But you know what I told myself? Be grateful that you even still have a mom and a stepdad to come home to, Mill. Many people your age don't even got that anymore. Whether due to death of their family members or simply because their family members are just fed up with them and completely turned their backs on them. I've said a lot, and I could keep going on till next month with all the things that I've been through. But I'm going to end it here with this. Once again, I'll say don't give up. Don't rush anything. Be patient. Pray and keep the faith. Believe. Believe in you. Bet on you. Stay optimistic no matter what. It's not going to be easy some days, but we must push through. And I promise you that it'll be worth it in the end. Much love.